all members of Congress and all federal employees to sign on to the public plan.
Yes. And unions.
And wait a minute, let me finish. Mr. Hoyer evaded the question. He said, every member of Congress can have a right to choose whatever they want. I ask you, that if this is passed, will you drop what you had in Congress and go with this? Because if it's good enough for me,
Let me
this is good enough for everybody else.
The exchange looks like, is expected to look like.
Yes or no question?
Yes or no, you go on a public option. The exchange is supposed to look like what we have now. And with the additional option of being able to pick a public option. I would like to have the option of choosing a public option. It might be, well, I would like to have the choice. That's what we're providing people, the choice. You don't have to pick, if you're in the exchange, you do not have to pick the public option. You can go with a private company. Frankly, I would like to have the option of the.
Are you saying this plan's better than
Quiet. This is his plan.
This plan.
This is his plan.
Assuming insurance companies sign up, there will be more choices in the exchange than I have as a member of Congress.
That's not true,
Because you will have an option in the exchange.
Yes or no question?
Be respectful. Show some manners.
It's not. We are maintaining the situation we have. If you have insurance from your employer, we are keeping the employer-based system. Now, I would like, if you want to know whether I like a public plan, I'd like a single-payer plan. Have Medicare card, everything.
There's a man by the name of Van Jones who was the Queen Czar. Because he was involved in the Rodney King riots, he was convicted and spent 3 years in the penitentiary. And while he was in the penitentiary, he said, I heard him say this, and he was radicalized and he came out as a Marxist. How do you feel about this man who is a communist having an ear to the President of the United States of America? And no abortion funded by taxpayer funds.
That's true. The number of abortions paid for with taxpayers' funds. That's true.
It should be in that, but how does that mean?
Yeah, you voted.
Well, the Hyde Amendment is federal law already.
But your bill will override this, sir. It always does.
It doesn't override that amendment. It's about taxpayers.
My name is Duncan Thomas, and I'm here on behalf of the Retail Merchants Association, and I'm a board member. I also represent the Virginia Retail Federation that incorporates Tidewater and the good news is I just don't represent myself. I represent more than thousands of business owners, small businesses like businesses in this area. And we sent out a survey, and we had 200 responses. It was there was an overwhelming concern from the business members and the respondents that we received about a concern of a government-funded program. I just wanted to point it out. It was almost like an 87% concern over a program that the government will be running, even though the members do support increased competition among insurance company funds, and the respondents favor more competition. We also favor more availability of private insurance pools to small businesses owners in order to lower insurance costs that we have all seen. I also happen to own a small business, and my numbers pretty much respond to the numbers that the doctor stated. And 87% of our members strongly favor that. So for the sake of time, 87% of our members strongly favor private insurance pools to small businesses owners in order to lower insurance costs.
It is unlikely that there would be bona fide competition and requiring people to buy. I don't see how it can. I just don't see how it can work without a public option there. Essentially, keeping people honest, a low-cost option. If the prices go up, more people will choose the public option.
I was thinking that you could just inflate Medicare and Medicaid on a gradual basis, and that would eventually subsume these populations that are currently, and possibly the bill does that. And possibly, I just don't know enough about what you've already done. We haven't done a lot of analysis, really, and we just got a lot of entertainment.
To answer the question, the public option is designed to be a program very much like Medicare and Medicaid. Your suggestion that we just expand, take Medicare as it is, and to make that the public option so you can buy a Medicare card. You've already got your administration set up, you've already got people in place, you know how you administrate it, people have a clue as to what you're talking about. My view is that would be a better way to go.
There's no market. I don't see why we can't just find some way to, well, I don't know how you do it, but remove the mandate that the insurance companies seem to have taken over medicine. To me, that's the problem. The healthcare industry is really plagued by and weighed down by the insurance industry. They're the arbitrary.
I've already indicated that I support the single payer plan. That would essentially cut out insurance companies. Everybody have a Medicare card.
Thank you. I'd like to make one more little bit comment. When you were being asked about the Constitution not offering free health care, which of course it doesn't explicitly do, but there is a Declaration of Independence which talks about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Then a democracy, which is to say we all believe each other have a right to have our say, it kind of behooves us to facilitate everybody having these options. The idea that you can cut some people out because they don't want to fast enough, or that some people think happiness is earning $1 million. A lot of people don't think that. A lot of people think meaning comes from other people. I think that's a more powerful model, and I think that's the model that worked in the U.S. If we all have to be millionaires, we're probably going to have a lot of problems. And they want to involve just commitment, which we really need. That's all. Thank you very much.
I'm not sure that this is your district up here totally. I think there's other people here that are not in your district, and I'm kind of being sad about that.
We didn't check IDs when people came in.
Right. So I'm not sure you're hearing the true emphasis from our district. And the other thing is that I'm a grandmother of 12 kids, and I am appalled at the trillions of dollars that we're putting debt on our children. And this is another example of more and more money, you know, that our children and grandchildren are going to have to be just harnessed with. This is not the America that I grew up in, and it will not look like it at all with the intrusion of the government in every part of our life now. It's just coming so fast and furious. And I'm appalled at the responsibility that is just being negated of it. You know, we've entrusted our votes to you all, and we want you to look out for us. And it seems like it's just, you know, an emergency. Everything's an emergency, and it has to be done, you know, like this. And you're not reading or taking into consideration what, you know, the people back home are thinking. I have a problem with Medicare and other things at the other end, because that's where we are right now as grandparents. And with that death panel, you know, quote,
last year, we reinstituted pay-go, so if we pass this plan, it's got to be paid for. And it will be paid for. Now, we won't know what the cost is, and we won't know what the final version is, but we will pay, and we'll raise the taxes to pay for it, so the grandchildren aren't paying for this year's and next year's.
that's the point.
Raise the tax.
Raise the tax.
That is the question. That's going to be the question. If we want the program, we're going to pay for it. We're not willing to pay for it, this thing will not pay.